eastern suburbs of Melbourne today to meet with a family that have gone all electric. What's interesting is that the house is over 40 years old. How have they removed gas and gone with electric? Let's find out. So Bruce, this is a family home. I can feel at the moment I walk through the door. What made you decide to go electrical?
We put solar on over 11 years ago, battery 2 years ago, and we decided we wanted to stay here. We wanted to save money, and the next thing to do would be to get rid of the exorbitant gas prices and go all electric.
I've got to say, mate, you're pretty cutting edge to have done solar that many years ago.
I was looking at the electricity bills, and the electricity bills were creeping up to $2,000. And I wanted to save cost on that, so the solar panel was purely cost. Climate change was a bit of an issue, but it's all been cost driven. I wanted to save cost. Battery was the same thing. Is we saw feed-in tariffs going to zero, which they've now announced they're going to zero. I wanted to make the use of all the excess solar power that I was producing and use it myself.
It's very sound thinking, and it's a process that many Australian families are going through now. What's really interesting is that it's common now to be put in place from the offset with a brand new home. Were you worried, being an older home, about what was required to connect it and maybe put, all of the connections in place and set up the home in an electric way?
They were an issue. When we put solar panels, it was just a solar person. I just had to deal with an electrician. The battery was a battery installer. Going all electric, you had to have a number of tradespeople. You had to have people to remove the gas, put electric in, so there was plumbers, electricians, plasterers, air conditioning installers. I'd been thinking for a while of going all electric, but the problem was, how do I project manage it all? And when Momentum came and made an offer to work with their partner, Goodbye Gas, I thought, that's the thing. Goodbye Gas can be project managing the whole exercise. So that's why I've gone now. I was thinking of doing it later when the gas equipment was older, but I decided now was the time to go there because I can only see gas prices going up.
We're really proud of our partnership with Goodbye Gas. Essentially, if you're a Momentum customer and you have gas appliances and you're looking to electrify, whether that's immediately or progressively over a period of time, through us, we'll refer you into Goodbye Gas. They'll come to your house, they'll have a look around and work with you to develop a plan that's right for you and for your household. And essentially, they take all the hard work out of finding the suppliers, the appliances, the tradesmen, getting all of that work done, and they'll really help hold your hand through that process. As a Momentum customer, once you've actually completed your electrification journey, we will happily pay the gas abolishment meter fee for you. We absolutely believe there are a number of benefits in electrifying your home over time. To begin with, upgrading your appliances. They're often far more energy efficient than the older ones that you'll have in your house today, which means you use less energy, which is a great starting point. And those appliances are only getting more and more energy efficient over time. So I think thinking about that at the appropriate time is great.
To get everything fixed, it's like dealing with almost all the plethora of the trades. You're going to have utes parked everywhere all over the driveway. That must have been a really exciting process, how they explained that to you, how they take care of it all and project manage the whole thing?
Yes, they did, and that was the key impetus of going with Goodbye Gas and Momentum Energy, was that they could take care of it. It was seamless. You were right, the neighbours were amazed by the number of vans parked out in the street. They wondered what the hell I was doing. But it was good, it went seamless. All the tradespeople worked well with each other, and all I did was sit back and watched it happen.
So talk us through what you had in place. You had gas cooking. What else did you have?
I had gas cooking, I had gas ducted heating, and I had gas hot water service. They've taken out all three of those, of course. They've put in a heat pump hot water service, which is brilliant, cheap to run. And an induction cooktop, big hit with the wife, the boss. So that was the key factor there. Incredibly fast to cook, incredibly fast to heat.
How was it dealing with Momentum, and how did that process go for you?
It was simple. With my gas bill from Momentum, I got an offer to work with their partner, Goodbye Gas, and they would project manage the exercise through. I said, that's brilliant, that's what I've been looking for, because the challenge of trying to coordinate going electric was just beyond me. I couldn't work out how to do it. Science has solved the problem with heat pumps and solar panels and batteries. All it requires is people to use what science has invented for us to solve the climate change problem.